Dear Council, I'm here to talk about the police violence that happened at the Catharinabrug between 3:45 and 5 p.m. last Saturday. I'm Lucas, I'm international, I'm 20 years old and a transgender man, and I use he, him pronouns. I came to the Netherlands 2 years ago with the impression that this country would be a safe place for me, and that gender-affirming healthcare would be much easier to receive. Before moving here, I was in a house where I was abused almost every day for my gender identity. And what I expected to find here was safety, access to the healthcare I desperately need, and support. My experience, however, is different. I found myself faced with unnecessarily long waiting lists, anger, frustration, and now also with police violence and repression against people from my own community. Despite the fact that I was luckily not one of the people subjected to the police's extreme violence at the Leiden Canal Pride, I spent my second ever Pride March in fear, hearing that people living similar lives to me were being kettled, beaten, and arrested. In all honesty, it was one of the more traumatizing days of my life, when it should have been the one day where we could all feel safe, proud, and free. The sheer extent of the violence and abuse that the LGBTQ+ community underwent that day has led me to a point where I don't think I can ever truly feel safe again here. Why must we, the trans community, endure oppression day in and day out? Not only are we constantly subjected to transphobia in our daily lives, but now we're being abused publicly by the police as well. What is the aim? Why? Why are we not allowed to live peacefully and happily? Leiden's Canal Pride, if anything, just further proved to me why Pride has to continue being a protest, and that no matter how much the city commercializes and capitalizes off of queerness, we are still not accepted. It proves why we have to keep fighting. Our rights aren't considered. We're still marginalized and pushed away. Pride will continue to be a protest until we are no longer beaten relentlessly and arrested just for existing. Pride will be a protest until people like me can walk on the streets and not be scared or fearful for their life. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. I'm going to ask the question. Are there questions? Mevrouw Wijnands.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming here. And I'm so sorry to hear that you don't feel safe anymore in our city and that you experienced this. And do you think there's anything we can do for the future to help you to feel safe again here in our streets?
Is it? Yeah. Well, hopefully after today we can reach a solution to make sure that there is not such extreme repression or any repression at all for people from my community and for all the queer people in Leiden.
Thank you. Iemand anders met een vraag? Mocht er taalbarrière zijn, kunnen we ook vertalen. Thank you so much. That was all. Thank you for sharing your story.